Greetings, my excellent friends, and welcome to the dawn of the patch 6 day. I have already launched the game. I wanted to be careful with that. And just double check that the menu looked the way it should. And it did. Menu was correct. We have music. We don't have a game on screen right now, but we will as soon as it recognizes it. There it is. We have bloody teardrops around the ball sign. I believe there was a statue when it loaded up. So all of the expected things, which, if you don't understand the significance of why that's all important, it's because when I first started playing this game and patch 5 launched, something went wrong in its download and installation, and I was left with a broken game that was missing a whole bunch of visual assets, and I had to, basically I started streaming, noticed the issue, and had to stop streaming and couldn't stream that day because it took 5 hours to reinstall the whole thing. Saves wise, it doesn't like have any kind of these saves are on patch 5. But we should be good to just hit this button and continue straight into the House of Healing and immediately make out with Karlach and see if it looks different. You know, in just the best possible, most romantic surrounds. One moment there. Okay. So, Karlach, how are you doing?
Darling?
About our relationship.
Go on.
I don't know how I feel about this menu. Like, the introduction to it, the about our like it's that's an incredibly scary way to start a conversation. And they know that, they reflect that, because Karlach's response is just sort of like just a little bit hesitant. It's like, go on, what are you doing? And yet you need to go through that to ask for a kiss. But it makes sense that it's slightly awkward because the I think we should break up dialogue is also past this menu. Anyway, so yeah, new patch. There's apparently multiple kiss animations per person. Hang on a sec. Multiple kiss animations per person, and they randomize which one plays. So we might just get the normal one, but or the previously only one. But let's find out.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Same word. Fairly understated.
Thank you.
If I do it again, will it look different?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, that's different. Mm. Oh. Can we just spare a moment to think of poor Astarion and Shadowheart who have to just stand there and watch this? In the middle of the cursed hospital? Okay, yeah, he seems happy enough about that. Alright, is there a third one?
Always.
You gotta understand, we're doing this for science. Like, we have to find out. They put new stuff into the game, we have to test the new stuff. Watch out with the flamey hand there. That might singe the hair. They didn't say how many there were. I don't know if there's 3 or 4.
Sparks. I was hoping you'd say that.
Just to double check, is there a 4th one? I don't think so. That one seems... Ooh. Well, the hand behind the head, I don't know. But that might be new as well.
Sparks.
Okay, I think that's enough. Grafter, you were here all excited about new shop and camp inventory menu. Those are good too. We like changes. But, you know, I gotta go to camp for that. I don't have to go to camp to kiss Karlach. That's a whenever you want sort of thing. As for shop, we don't have it. Well, actually, we do. We could go look at Sister Lidwin. It's not a bad idea. All right. Hello.
Moving ahead. What's up for discussion?
Did we go all the way
The
around there?
doctors found oblivion. Well, no time to mourn. I'll fix this without him.
Always preferred Morrowind, did you?
Still not feeling better. See if I can help you.
So... is that... how do we get to other people's inventories? That's my inventory no matter what. Or is this everybody? Ah, ha, 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 ha. This is quite different, hey. Okay. So if we add wares to offer... balance it, take money. I assume that takes the... no, it doesn't take the wares from Karlach, but if I click on Karlach, I can add her wares. Right, so it still does this. It still does this thing where you have to trade per person. But... it's a lot cleaner because you don't have to, like, click and then it loads up a new... like, it's... you can see everything, and swapping between people is just clicking the button and then instantly it's their turn now. It's lost a lot of clunk. Also tells you everybody's weight capacity. That's nice, yes. That's clearer than the actual inventory, or at least the old inventory, if the inventory is any different. I haven't looked. But yeah, 76.5 out of 120, 111 out of 150, 81 out of 120, 143 out of 220. Local man super proud of his girlfriend's bench press. She doesn't really have anything you actually want, but... yeah. Sleek, smooth. It's also got the fur... oh, I see. So yeah, trading out of their inventory still uses my shit because I'm the one having the conversation. So we get the discount percentage and the persuasion bonus. And that way, if you ever see in the top left, Shadowheart is trading, then you know to switch that over. And then you can swap out a barter and into direct purchase. Right, and that used to be the case as well, but it didn't make it clear.
Now, if you'll excuse...
Oops. No thanks. Go back. The inventory is the same.
What's next?
Keep a blade close.
And we have to go to camp to look at the camp inventory.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Rid of that.
Very well.
What were my plans today? We'd had a sleep. We were going to go into this statue hole, we were going to go into this morgue. We're going to explore the north area as well as the mausoleum for Raphael. I'm going to do all of that before we took towards the more south areas down here. This map shows more than we've actually explored there. We've been along this road. I'm also interested in this area over here because I reckon there's something Githyanki related over there. Because our psionic thing went off, and I feel like I should look at that today, because if I don't, I'll forget by next Tuesday that the Githyanki thing went off over there. I don't know why that one was lit up, but it was. So we'll go to camp just so I can look at the inventory setup. I want to know where the teleport point is. We have one here. And we have one here. I don't imagine... I guess you mean that there's one somewhere in this mess, but these cover the areas pretty well. Alright, so camp inventory is now this button. And it doesn't look that much different. Does it? We've got character sheet. We still can't see affinity. That's what I don't understand. That was the one thing I felt was missing from camp inventory. Well, yeah, there's that, but I'm talking about the characters right now. I know this has been added. But like the character stuff, it doesn't look that yeah, the camp inventory is not the difference. You don't have to walk to the traveler's chest anymore. You have this now, which is nice. Shows me all the books and food and random things, and a couple of armors as well. My favorite is that they went out of their way to change the way food and resting works. Like, I don't know what the actual new parameters are, but they're gonna change the what's automatically grabbed when you auto sort long rest supplies. What else? Sometimes you just don't feel like cooking. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it does over-grab, I found. Yeah, sometimes it's like, hey, you're using 52 out of 40 that you need. And I'm like, oh, okay. I never stopped it because I had so much, but it's odd. And yeah, the other thing is they've done the thing that I want, kind of. You can't dismiss... or you can't order your party from a menu, so it's still not ideal, and I don't know why it's like this. Because again, like, I just think back to 20 fucking years ago. Knights of the Old Republic. You have your spaceship, which is basically this camp, but in the form of a sci-fi game. You have your spaceship, you go to your spaceship, you talk to your party members on the spaceship, they all have their own little spots on the spaceship that you go to. It is exactly this system. You know, the game doesn't do rests, but you go to your spaceship, you talk to everybody on your spaceship, fine. And then when you leave the spaceship, you have a doorway that's like the airlock that you leave it. It gives you a menu with your 9 party members, and you pick the 2 that are coming with you. That's it. When you're in the spaceship, you don't have a party, you're on your own. And you can access everybody's shit, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, you go to the airlock, you add 2 people, and you go. But this game, for some reason, doesn't do that. Never has. You have to go to each individual party member to micromanage who's in and who's out. They have made it slightly better. And I'm real glad that they've made it slightly better. You no longer need to go to the person that you're dismissing and then go to the person that you're adding. You can just go to the person that you're adding, I think, and dismiss somebody from them. I'll test this out. I'll try to add Lae'zel and dismiss Shadowheart and see how that goes. But you still don't just have a fucking menu. Can't see Lae'zel. Let's go with Gale.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Take Shadowheart's place.
Magical.
Everybody's ready to level. I should actually process that while I'm here. It's interesting they've got that line saying someone will need to watch. Was that, because previously they would just say no, because your group is full. So did they get every companion to come in and record one line for that? Maybe. Or maybe there's other shit that they added, but still. Evrart's black tentacles. I know it's Evard, but I just like the idea of Evrart Clare with black tentacles coming out of his bench. We don't care about Gale's spells because he can learn whatever he likes, but we'll give him Ice Storm because that was a really fun one. We'll give him Dimension Door because that's good utility for anybody. Feet! Warcaster is pretty good for any mage. Just for the concentration. Stability. Gale is now level 8. Alright, where is Lae'zel? Don't know. There's Will. Actually, while we've got him, do we want to teach you stuff? Lots of stuff you can learn. How much money? How much money am I wasting on a character I don't use? About a quarter of my money. But it makes me happy. So he can do it. I just like him having a jacked spell list. And, I do find that we do not spend much of the money. We always... Because, like, a lot of games are like this. Your money goes up over the course of the game. You have, like, a bank of money, and it just gets bigger. And realistically speaking, that's not actually good. Because it means money's worthless, and every time you go to a new shop, there's enough between what you have and what you want that you always get it. Which means there's no thought put in. A game with a well-balanced economy would have you skint at all times. Now, you might say, well, that doesn't sound good. It sounds bad to be skint at all times and not get everything you want. I'm like, yeah. But in terms of, like, compelling gameplay, there's something to be said for having to make sacrifices and pick and choose as opposed to just having it all handed to you. I do understand that argument. I do like not having to worry, though. Will.
Well met.
The cultists have taken your father! I'd like you to join me.
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
You still sore about the dancing? Gale could do with the rest. He's only been in the party for 2 minutes, and I've already had him read 20 scrolls.
Ready and willing.
Create a blazing wall of fire, burning anyone who stands too close. Blight! I do like blight. I also like banishment, but not because of the spell. I just like its icon. That is an Ace Attorney finger icon. Will should have Dimension Door. That's oddly specific. Fine. You could give him 20 charisma. I like that just because he's, you know, very fond of himself. "20 charisma, but still comes onto the protagonist at the worst possible moment." Zarlia, were you around for the Will dancing incident in my playthrough? I'm sure you're aware of the scene, but specifically when it happened in my run.
Greetings.
No. So, you've probably noticed by now that Karlach is very important to me. And I was very disappointed in Act 1 when Dammon refused to take my second Infernal Iron, and basically the game said, nah, you gotta wait till Act 2 before you and Karlach can bone. Because for me, you know, that equated to like a month and a half, really, was the amount of time I get per week to stream it. And so we finally get to the last light in, and I notice that Dammon is there. And this is like the best stream ever for me, because we get to see Jaheira, who is just, like, one of my favorites from the original Baldur's Gate canon. God, I hope she joins the party. Anyway, we get to see her, and then we get to see Dammon. I'm like, oh shit, do I get laid? And we give him the iron, and Karlach can touch people, and she's very happy, and she quite bluntly asks, can we go to bed now? And I'm like, yes, we can. Immediately go for a long rest. Talk to everybody. Karlach seems excited. Hit the go to sleep button. And there's Will. Dancing by the campfire. I had to take a second long rest. Thanks to the cockblock of Frontiers. If it had been timed in any other way, then that sad look on his face when you tell him no thanks would have been quite guilt-inducing. But because it was then, I kind of just wanted to punch it.
The party's full. You'll need to make room. Well chosen.
Will is just programmed to come at you right when you're about to commit to someone else. But, like, for Karlach especially, can you imagine... I cannot imagine showing interest in Karlach and then rejecting her. Like, sure, Lae'zel, Astarion, Gale... Any of the others, like... relationships are complicated and nuanced, and maybe your character is like, they seem interesting, and then, on second thoughts, I don't think we should do this. But Karlach in particular, and I'm not just saying this because, you know... like, how could you possibly not want her? No, it's not the point. The point is what she's just fucking been through. And the idea of going all the way up to the upgrade that lets her touch people for the first time in a decade, and then saying, actually, nah. That... I feel... is cruel. Alright. 20 strength Lae'zel, probably. I can't think of much else that throw at her. She took Great Weapon Master last time, did she? Yeah. You're a Gale girl. We've got a decent mix, I think, here, because Demon Dragon was Astarion first playthrough. Blue Moon was Shadowheart first playthrough. There was no question it was always gonna be Karlach. I guess that leaves Will and Lae'zel. I mean, Blue Moon, I think you were going with Lae'zel with your current run, but just in terms of, I feel like, you know, if we can distill it down to everybody's first choice, that's more meaningful, because everybody can play the game 6 times and, you know, do all 6 lines. Lord knows I might. That's the thing, because I got Shadowheart and Karlach in these Grimforge armors. From way zoomed out distance, I do fail to tell them apart sometimes. Like, obviously not when you zoom in even a little bit, and of course Karlach's got the big pole, but you know, when you're just scanning along, it's like, ah, gold and red, that's Karlach, never mind. Wait, no, there's another one. Oh, she's here.
Shah's blessings upon you. Your dance card is full. Lose a partner, and there'll be room for me.
Oh, we're gonna use that analogy today, are we? Wow, great. God, imagine if I'd had Will last and was dismissing him for that. Lae'zel will leave.
Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
I've been using you all game. You better enjoy it, because I believe you me. If there's a chance, because I know I'm going to get Minthara, right? Unless things went wrong in the back end of the variables. There's a chance I would replace her for Minthara. I don't fully know. I feel like I might leave Minthara off the main group just because I have her in an actual evil run. But if we get Jaheira, if that is a thing that happens in this game, or more to the point, if that is a thing that, you know, I can arrange, you got no hope, girlie. You're on the street. You're on the street with suitcases and a well wish. Like, there will be no negotiations about that. Unless you can convince me to ditch Astarion, but I do like the lockpicking utility. All right, let's get out of here. We didn't need to rest. We just rested. We just came here to housekeep and look at the new inventory stuff. Now, over here we have a morgue, and then below it we have a potential Githyanki encounter. Let's go to the morgue. Ditch Astarion, Karlach opens doors by smashing them. There could be a dialogue about which of these two we replaced. It may not necessarily be Shadowheart first, but yeah, like it is inarguable that Karlach stays in my party. Like, if the game does what I think it might, which is to have Minsk show up as well at one point, if it turns out that Minsk and Jaheira join the party, I can see myself ending with Karlach and the two of them, just because, you know, legacy. But presuming against that, then I'd probably only drop one of these. And if we get neither of those two, then hell, this might end up being my final run. I do not know. Certainly we have not seen Minsk in this game. We've seen we read a piece of paper that suggested he's still out there, right? Because he's a statue, or he was a statue that is then unfrozen. It would be very weird if he wasn't and Jaheira was. Like, I didn't go into this expecting old characters to show up, but we're 99% sure that that Shadowheart's boss is Viconia. Jaheira has fucking appeared, and the last three on that list of particularly important legacy characters are Minsk, who is the no-brainer because he's more popular than either of those women, Edwin, who is a human Red Wizard of Thay and has a good chance of being... Well, he'd be dead naturally, but if he uses magic stuff, he might still be around. It would be fucking amazing if he ends up... If you find him in and along this book, that would be brilliant. I doubt he would join a party, though. You'd probably have to kill him if you did. And Imoen, who I don't think is popular enough to actually appear. Also, she's human and would very likely be dead. Anyway. You went with Bard skilling stuff and sleight of hand just to get away from Astarion. When I go to Withers to get the Tempest Cleric upgrade, I can maybe take all the lockpicking stuff. That's true. We could arrange that and let Astarion sit. And then keep Shadowheart with her. But then we have 2 clerics and a druid if we get Jaheira. That's a weird mix. But again, I don't know what I'm aiming for. I'm hoping for Jaheira because she's there. It would be silly not to have her join you after all this is settled. But she might not. They might not. They might not have wanted to do that. They might not have wanted to have the legacy characters in the party because they wanted the new ones to stand on their own. But then again, it's been so fucking long that the legacy characters to me are just there for the old people. Hello, hi. I imagine that the vast swath of people who have absolutely no idea about Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and have just played 3 for the first time couldn't give less of a shit about Jaheira. I mean, at first. Of course, once they get to know her, they will, because she's amazing. But they have no connection. Let's go to the morgue.
Let's see what this does.
So they might not want them to be party members, but if they do, I will take it. Y'all know better than me, so... Even though I don't know what it's going to look like, from the information I've given you, you guys probably know what it's going to look like. Because if they're coming, then I'll be using them. If they're not, then I won't. Because I can't.
That might be worth a look.
Indeed. I wonder how big this map is. There's a... So that's an exit, because that says wake up Art color, show the loot to Art, and Art isn't lying in the corner of the morgue. I wonder how, because I don't necessarily want to go sneak into Moonrise or anything through this. But... we'll find out what sort of place this is.
What's in here?
I don't know, but if we find a talking skull who answers to the name of Mort, or a gruff-voiced, nearly naked man who doesn't know what his name is, then we've wandered off the beaten path. A reminder, sisters. Do not forget that patients passing through these hallowed halls must needs be stripped of such frivolous items as jewellery, timepieces, and extraneous gold amounts. These burdens can be safely stored in the vault behind the hidden wall, that they not confuse matters between ourselves and Ketheric's justiciars. We'd like to avoid misunderstandings, if possible. If we find Murray, then we've wandered so far off the beaten path we've switched genres. Which would be impressive, but odd. No, Planescape Torment, which is the other Infinity Engine game, i.e. the engine that made the Baldur's Gates of yore. You wake up in a morgue, you don't know who you are, and there's a skull talking to you, and his name is Mort, and he's voiced by Rob Paulson. I.e. Yakko. Who, me? I'm the head of Vector. I should play Planescape again. I played Planescape just after Christmas. Right after my girlfriend had moved across the country to be closer to me. And was staying with me and my parents for a few weeks. Deception +1. I don't think anybody needs that. If you need a ring to tell a lie better, probably shouldn't be telling lies. I appreciate the realism of all these containers with nothing of value in them. But God, does it get tedious. Oh, sure, you can skip them.
May the darkness protect you.
If you're a monster? It's the ring of only doing half of what another better ring does. Yeah, so is this where all the secret jewellery and stuff is? Yeah. Not very worth it.
Death won't take me yet.
Whoops. Apparently I'm attacking this thing. It wasn't a critical hit. I mean, we could crit. Don't think I need to on a 22 HP level 6 zombie. So I guess we're about to get hit by a bunch of zombies. This is the weirdest way to discover a hidden enemy. To accidentally shoot it. Because you were just clicking in the area. Fine, let it happen. I succeeded a stealth check. We got up. There's a trap below him, actually. A trap vent. Yeah. And the trap vent, I believe, has gone off, because there is now a poison cloud in there. Well, this is fascinating.
Excellent.
Don't go in the poison cloud. Oh, you idiot. Get out of the poison cloud.
Well, so much for peace.
Hey, it's your fault. You shot a dude. They're all fairly spaced. I'm looking for opportunities to use my fireball, but nah. Alright, calm down, calm down, calm down. We just cantrip version. Oh, that one's actually scarier. That's 74. Hang on. How many scary ones are there? 3 and 3. Well, firebolt this one, see if you can finish it off. The zombies are sleeping on top of active vents. As they stand up, the gas appears. Right, so we're going to have to chuck things in here when we finish. Actually, it's poison. Poison doesn't hurt that much. does it? Because it's not like it's not JRPG poison. It doesn't deal damage. Does it? Oh right, of course, come back up. Well, I have an offhand. So back down you go, bitch.
Got to concentrate.
Now, turn undead is for way closer range than... Yeah, it's everybody who can see me, but that's what it says. Last time it didn't do a great amount of range, so let's not... Let's wait for them to come to us. Just shoot.
On the move.
That's a reaction for an additional D8. Sunbeam would do real well in the long hallway, yeah. But we'll wait. Karlach just whacking
Gods, it's hot in
at
here.
them is good enough. We didn't haste. We'll do an action surge, maybe. Just get the one turn of... Well, actually, no, don't, because half of them are too far away. That one's interrupted. Yep. Oh, no, you can hit that one. But you need to walk somewhat into the poison to do that. Ah, it's fine. Throw it. Throw that
This'll
one.
help.
Because you can walk out of the poison, yeah. Yeah. Where is it? Here it is. 1 HP, yeah. Go for the greater. Then get out of the poison. Okay.
I miss this.
Sure you have.
To push my luck again.
And running, running, and running, running, and running, 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 running. Running, running. Doing this as an owlbear let you turn poison off by standing on it.
Got to focus.
So what would the sunbeam... It would look like not nearly far enough. It would be lovely to catch all of them in it, but I don't think we'll end up using the sunbeam just because they'll all be dead. You may as well have her sacred flame to kill ones that are nearly down. Because this one will pop up if anything else is used, but she can just kill it. Wait, what's the save? Does the save half the damage or prevent the damage? Save for 0. Okay, well, cutting words automatically succeeds because they're on the border. So.
Your record killed the dead twice over.
Time to kill.
Got some time to kill, do you? No sneak. What happens if we burn the poison gas? Will it be funny or will it be uh-oh? There's only one way to find out. Shoot the bigger one. Or if we shoot this one, it might hit them too if it's gonna explode. Yeah, shoot this one over here. Okay, it didn't explode. It's poison cloud, not volatile gas. Shame, but it's good to learn things.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
We can catch 3 of them in a fireball. Where am I standing? I'm not standing quite in the poison. I catch 3 of them in a fireball, I think. I've never done a fireball. Fireball! I mean, you saved. Of course, that one's down, it's popped back up, so let me just pop it back down. 90%, we've got a decent shot. There you go. Yeah, that fortitude doesn't really work when we have dual wielders with little offhand pips that can follow up. Alright, we're just down to 2 graders now.
Hungry for the slaughter.
You get out of their way.
Watch this.
Hey y'all, watch this! It's annoying me that this syringe is taking the top left spot now over the pike. And that one...
Got it.
Stop it! I'll end up throwing that syringe by accident. Now, where's enraged throw? There it is. Oof. 2 as prone. Shit, basically.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Let's end this.
You're gonna have to dash again. Is that one gonna be able to hurt us with getting up from prone? No! Alright, good.
Now this is my happy place. 1, 2.
There's the 1.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Can we just shoot these 2 dead? Miserable bastard fired the offhand at the dead one. That's annoying.
There's blood in the air.
But you can just do this. Or not! Right, it hadn't done its fortitude yet.
I'm ready.
Don't miss. You fuck!
I smell blood.
Fine, an enraged throw for a 1 HP zombie.
Easy.
Foolish. The fight is extremely simple from this entrance. Everybody, yeah, they just sort of choke pointed and that was it. I mean, when do they get up? Because like, I probably would have walked in and then been surprised by them. It's just that I literally accidentally attacked it. So we can actually put the zombie corpses back onto the vents, most like.
Wanna dance?
What if we just have you do that?
What next?
Because yeah, you're just poisoned. It's not that bad. Can you move him? Throw onto the vent. Can't see the vent. Where's the fucking vent? There. Throw onto the vent. I don't need to do this, but I kind of want to, just for fun. There. Can you throw that one? Yes?
Huh.
I guess the size of the zombie does not necessarily...
Less dust on the left there. Someone's been through here.
This one's still on that one. Pick him up. Now, where is dead zombie in the inventory? There it is. That one's on event, that one's on event, that was on event. Where are the others? They're the ones that came all the way in, are they? Yes. I feel morally obligated to use the zombies. This is the role that they were given in Unlife. They chose not to live up to it, and I am correcting this. That it? No, there's one more, but I don't know where the vent is. It's sort of all through here. Oh, it's sort of spilling all through there. There's just some gas that pokes around. Yeah.
Let's get going.
I am not lit up, am I? We need to light me up.
Let's move. Have to keep going.
Yeah, there's just some
What's inside?
wandering poison, I'm afraid. But again, poison is not a status effect that's particularly problematic. It can be in combat, and it can be when you have to make rolls, but it does not harm you in a way that lasts after you leave it. That's the difference. Something like web, same thing. You get stuck, but you walk away fine. Something that hurts is something you need to deal with.
Here we go.
Don't touch me.
Don't
Oh, for
tell
a
me
skeleton
not to
king.
live.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Bided time. Time thoroughly bided. The wearer gains arcane charge whenever they get meleeed. Revenge is best served. Hot or cold makes no difference. I don't seem to be able to send it to the rest of the party now. Is that true of other things? Now, why would they take that away? That's unhelpful. Previously, it would allow me to send things to Lae'zel, Gale, and Will. Send it to camp, but...
Anything of use?
Necrotic Laboratory spare key. Corpse is too damaged for a chat. Spell. Remove Shadow Curse. Possible? Variant on Remove Curse, Dispel Magic, other. Recitation. Umbra Recessit. Ineffective. Nox Exitus. Ineffective. Nox Fit Lux. Potential. Nox Finio. Potential. Vita in Umbra. Ineffective. Vita Cava. Unintended consequences. Living armor. Gesture. A number of spellcasting gestures are traced beneath. Olam's Journal. Day 2 of Darkness. I stood calm as Ketheric uttered his final curse and then withered. As my fellow harpers dragged his putrid corpse from the battlefield, I allowed myself to feel relief. even solace. Wrong had been righted, and evil thwarted. Items can only be sent to specific companions in camp if they are in camp at the time. Stop sending every +1 dagger to Gale, he's not that hungry. However, they should all be in camp. Yeah, they just shouldn't have changed that at all. Victory had come, but I had yet to know its true cost. The darkness shrouded the land like a vast cloak. It began as a chill, as if the claw of winter had gripped us. Within hours, every breath was a dagger piercing my throat. I hungered for air like a wolf hungers for meat. Yet I could still get my fill, thanks to my armor. Would that the men and women of Wraithwyn had been so well equipped. One by one they fell, only to rise as shadows of themselves, intent on extinguishing all light and all life. The shadows hang less heavy in this place. It still takes some effort to fill my lungs, but better to expend effort than to unite with darkness. My trap should keep me safe, at least safe enough. Day 5 of darkness. The shadows ebb and wane. A torch flame is sometimes enough to burn them away, but no light can dispel the deepest of them. I called my familiar Corvin to my side, but he could scarcely take wing. Tomorrow I search, not just for food and drink. I might find a scroll, or an artifact, or an arcane focus that can ward off this curse. Perhaps I might even find another survivor. Day 18. There's particular loneliness in these shadows. Corvin shows great affection when I call him, even as he suffers. Those few minutes are at least some comfort for us both. It is remarkably still in here, and even stiller out there. I found a few scrolls and books near the House of Healing, as well as some scattered artifacts, but they hold nothing for me. The only answers call out from within the house itself, where I dare not enter. I hear the moans of the anguished, the shouts of the cruel. There are those who make their home in the shadows, but I'm no less alone for them. Day 26 of darkness. I called on Corvin yet again, but I cannot bear his torment, nor can I bear my own. Grey has turned almost to black. The air might as well be molasses on tar, so hard as it is to choke down. All beings should walk free of fear, I was taught. Oof, if only I were granted such a fine fate. I reckon they must have had like a design style requirement that no book could turn page more than once. Is there a single book in Baldur's Gate that goes to a third pair of pages? I don't think there is.
Another step forward.
Right. I think that's everything in there. These doors are both locked compared to the other one. Presumably it goes up quite a ways over there, so let's take the left first. So it must be because of this sludge. But the poison cloud is a lot worse up here than it is in these sections, and there's sludge under all of them.
Should be easy.
Well, that was a decent difficulty class.
Do.
It also might have been unlocked by that key I picked up just before, but ah well. Ooh. tree in here and a severed pelvis. As well as a severed torso, arm, leg, and foot. One of each.
Time to press ahead.
Rest of the person not accounted for. We have Carabasan's poison. Coat your active weapon with poison. I will take that and will not use it. What are we perceiving? We're perceiving fucking nothing. Great. There's a lever there, but it's not clickable. Surgeon's research notes. I discovered all too late that I was making things much harder on myself than necessary. There was no need for such complex chemical experimentation. No, foolish me. I ought to have turned to that which has already been perfected by nature. Fortunately, my research led me to the carapace of the carrion crawler, which contains a paralytic agent so powerful I must be quite cautious not to breathe it in during the refinement process, lest I fall asleep at my workbench. Presumably, if we perceived it, we'd have been able to use it, yeah. Tissue and organ register. Donor, unidentified gnome. Recovered. Bladder, left lung. Cause of death, unknown necrosis. Gangrenous skin. Distal extremities missing. Unidentified dwarf. Left hand, both feet. Brain, left hemisphere. Cause of death, abdominal hole of arcane origin. Run through by lightning. Brain's right hemisphere scorched. Unidentified human. Skeletal remains only. Died by cremation of arcane origin. Delivered in urn. The list goes on. The final entry includes an extensive note inked in the flowing script. Ketheric promised the finest of specimens, yet Balthazar provides naught but dregs for my research. A spleen here, a finger there, an intact head if I'm lucky. That bloody necromancer has kept the finest cadavers for himself. That is fucking interesting, to use the name Balthazar in a Baldur's Gate sequel. Balthazar is a character in Throne of Baal, the expansion of Baldur's Gate 2, and one of the last, basically the last arc of the story, wherein you meet a cohort of powerful Baal spawn, that is, children of Baal, the god of murder, much like your main character's self, who are each, I believe, like, I think they're working together to kill you because you're such a threat, but then they're going to kill each other or something, because one of them is going to succeed, right? One of them is going to be the last Baal spawn and inherit Baal's power. That's the whole thing. The whole point of the Baal spawn was because Baal's was made aware of his own death. The Lord of Murder shall perish, but in his doom he shall spawn a score of mortal progeny. Chaos shall be sown in their passage. So saith some prick from Booktown. These were the last ones. And so the final part of the story is dealing with the last ones, and they call themselves the Five or something Five. And one of them, most of them are evil, but one of them is Balthazar, and he's a lawful good monk. But he's still working with the bad guys. Why? Because of his well-intentioned extremist plan on how to deal with the Baalspawn problem, being one himself. His thought, his idea is, it is going to be my job to rid the world of all of the other Baalspawn. Just like any of the others, I'm going to become the last one standing. And then I'm going to stab myself in the brain. The curse, the powers of Baal, the wicked Lord of Murder shall die with me. And so he is your opponent, and you have to fight him as much as you have to fight the others, even though his intention is entirely different from power good, me want power, you stand in way of me power, me kill you, that everybody else is doing. And it's an interesting take, because if you're playing a good protagonist, which you probably are, you're not planning on killing yourself to get rid of the Baal curse. You're just planning on, you know, killing all the evil Baal spawn and then just going on, right? My point is, that lawful good monk does not sound like the Balthazar that is being written about in this note. And I would be very disappointed if they just reused a name for no good reason. Ketheric, I don't think, is the necromancer. He was a either a cleric or a paladin, I don't know what, but you know, agent of Saloon and then an agent of Shar, and certainly not a necromancer. So Balthazar must be a necromancer. That is not what the original Balthazar was, so it's got to be a different person, but interesting that they're reusing a name. Because anybody who's played Throne of Ball will be like, hey, that's the monk guy. Tissue and organ register. Yeah, that's what we just read. Man, I really want to know what that lever does.
Is that blood on the shelves? Probably cold and congealed. Oof.
Sorry, Astarion. Elixir of Hill Giant Strength, Potion of Superior Healing, Potion of Greater
Wish
Healing.
I had a bag of holding.
And the Blood Bank log. Ooh, another perception.
There are traps.
Place is trapped.
Right, we'll deal with that in a moment.
Give it a shot.
First, let's read the Blood Bank log. Blood and Bodily Fluid log. Addendum the first. It is no longer necessary to log names. Race or creature type is sufficient. Addendum the second. You will use either the term donor or vessel when describing a source of extraction. Victim is an ugly and inaccurate word. You can throw Hill Giant Strength elixir. Right, we should be back now. Don't know how far into this it went, but no longer necessary to log names. You will use the term donor or vessel when describing the source of extraction, because victim is ugly and inaccurate. Written by Malus Thorm, who no doubt has written everything here. See the MT. Half-elf farmer. Died from having his extremities amputated, extracted blood, dumped the cadaver in the canal. Human, unknown occupation, died from a live extraction of blood, lymph, and spinal fluid. Refused toll payment, cadaver cremated after extraction. Ogre, fatal wounds to skull and torso, drained of blood. Corpse confiscated by Balthazar.
Quite the list of characters. But hardly my taste.
Oh, yes, because that's what's important.
Someone there? Simple.
No one stopped me yet.
An ever I think we're back again. That ring combos well with the Astarion's cloak because he can disengage, make a smoke cloud that blinds everyone else, and then not be blind himself. We haven't done that yet, but...
Careful, I bite.
No time to rest.
What now?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
No, it's still lit up like it's trapped when it's been disarmed, but anyway.
Need to find a way
I think that's all we can get out of this, because we can't pull the lever. What does the lever do? Since I'm not going to bloody see it.
Easy.
Oh, difficulty class 30. Hang on, do we have the key?
Well, that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
We don't.
Trust no one.
You go through there from the other side.
A crooked touch.
Well, we got advantage, guidance, bard inspiration. None of it fucking helped. We're inspiration capped. Go, go, go. There we go.
Is that blood? No. Never mind.
Motherfucker. I don't think this is the morgue anymore.
Alright. What now?
Right, so from that side you get a button that opens it for free.
Moving in. Let's have a look.
That's an easier jump. Maybe I leave it here and then find the other side. Because
What's the story?
even she ain't making that. Oh no, there's a path. Kind of. Ooh. What did he say about living armor? So we could feather fall, but I don't know how we go back. Oh, we don't really need to, do we? We could just fast travel. Let's see what it's like.
I've got a long road ahead.
My. Oh, hello, fetid ooze. Who didn't come with us? Starman. Please come with us.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'm wondering about living armor. That thing has 57 health and is dead. Is it gonna undead? I know not. But here we have fetid ooze, 50 HP each. Nearby creatures fall victim to fumes and take damage per turn, acid style. I mean, we would just shoot at them from up here, would we not?
Oh, my hand slipped.
surprise.
Ooh, that was a lot. Yeah, it's up. It's also surprised. There's a third ooze. Animated by shadow, increasing its ability scores and hit points. So it's cheating. That's what that means. You got a wonderful crit there. Sneak attack the other one. See what you can do. Another crit? Fuck, they are nearly dead.
Should have worn better boots.
Can I throw like a low-grade AoE? Like, could I just shatter down there and kill them both? Too far? No, it works. Shame I can't do it at level 1. I could... I like tossed a bottle of Alchemist's fire on them both. Do I have that? I got too much shit. Too much shit. Yeah. Does that kill them? I don't know. 4 health and 4 health. 4 health and 5 health. It would be nice to hit both of them with something.
Alright then.
Yep, that did it. Perfect.
I could go for a good meal.
Need to keep focused.
What's the story?
The story is, I think we can kill these guys without you even having to fucking rage. I'm just gonna throw... Do your action surge. That refreshes on a short rest, doesn't it? Actually, you probably can't with the ambush. Yeah. Just toss things. Kill this. Is it even going to be able to attack us? Probably not. This isn't a fight. This is just a yet again another ambush slaughter. We're good at those.
Easy as.
Fuck. Of course, you go after the armor. Fuck off.
I'm ready.
See if you can kill that. What's your damage? 5 to 10, 9 health. Yeah, do that one. That's more likely to kill it. Didn't.
Blood comes easy these days.
Let's have some carnage.
Where the hell is her pike? There it is. Yes, it's not something she can do with anyway, because she doesn't have an action right now. I want to... she's got the fucking extra action. I'd be able to pick up whatever she throws. Can yeet a syringe at it.
Go on.
Still very good. Granted, it doesn't look pleasant in there.
My faith will protect me.
Oh right, they were surprised. We don't get sneak attack? Can I don't want to go down there.
Another fight. Let's go.
Oh, that's what we learned from Arabella. Arabella's Shadow Entangle. Cast this upon Shadow and Undead to entangle them until long rest. I got a better chance of hitting this than Astarion, so I'll hit this and Astarion kills the Fetidus. Fuck it, I want to have my crit. Why not? Oh, it made shadows pop out. And for some reason that one goes ahead of me, but it's still my turn.
This feels good.
What do you mean, wait, what? What? Fuck.
Where do I go from here?
I got this.
I was hoping not to have to scrounge up extra shit to throw, to be honest. Throw spider step boots. No, throw the sturdy wooden chest.
Good idea, Carla.
Now that's sturdy. It took 30 fucking damage. Throw a shield.
Let's finish this.
Sure thing. Can you actually kill this, please?
No mercy.
What was that? Oh, there it is. That was weird. That shadow should not have acted yet, so he should... Anyway, there we go. Okay, I don't know if it's safe to go down there, so I'm gonna quick save and send Karlak on her own. Acid doesn't damage you as an effect. Okay, we're fine. You can pick up all of your thrones. Pick up the syringe. Pick up and equip the returning pike. Pick up the silly wooden chest. The shadows did not drop little memory items. So yeah, if they were just added, they don't have memory items with recorded stuff. I'll pick up the wooden shield. And the hollow armor is wearing protective plate. Worth 1,000. We should sell that. I'll add it to wares so I remember to, because it's so damn heavy. I think that's it. Don't see any other secrets lurking in this pit. But yeah, the book in the morgue did warn about that. Living armor. Interesting about the oozes, though.
Still alive. So that's progress. Should mind my step.
Not gonna be me.
Where to?
Over there. No, too far for you as well. Wow. Nope, you're fine. Astarion! Catch! Oh, sweet Jesus, warn me before you do that. I did, I said catch. And can she get over there? Whew. She can with a jump enhancer, but oof, that's close. Look at it. Anyway, we don't need to go back. We can just fast travel if we don't want to go out the other entrance. Oh, you might be in trouble now, though. Hang on, let's see if the game can figure it out. If I group up, will she come off? You can go down there? Well, the game figured it out.
Watch your back.
I thought she was walking onto thin air. I thought she was Wile E. Coyoteing it. As long as I don't look down, unless I acknowledge there is no ground, I can walk across thin air.
I wish to live in more interesting times.
Flesh Melter Cloak. Whenever a creature deals melee damage to the wearer, that creature takes 1 to 4 acid.
Keep your distance.
Who doesn't have a cloak? You have a cloak.
Don't burn yourself.
There you go.
Can't give up now.
Because, you know, people getting hurt by touching you is,
If not over.
thematically appropriate, Karlak. Oh, that's the end of this, is it? Good. What did you miss? Well, here you go, Demon Dragon. Here's what you missed.
Hey, you. Oh. Yes.
Albeit with better lighting. And Astarion and Shadowheart just staring at him in the background. Astarion always has that smirk.
It's a good old life, isn't it?
Covered in blood. In a cave. Next to an acid pit.
Something good here.
And a morgue.
I hope.
Ominous crevice. I'm gonna quick save before I go through here because I don't know where I'm gonna end up, and I don't wanna accidentally end up in Moonrise. So I will fast travel out if I don't like where this leads. But we'll check. No, we're here. Okay, that's good. This is basically where I wanted to go anyway. The only thing is we now haven't checked out the potential Githyanki ambush that's down there. And I'm not going to go into the mausoleum just yet. But we can explore this corner. Apparently it's rare for me to have gone the way I went. And indeed, I would have gone through there if I had have found it. Actually, I don't know that I would have. I would have expected it to be part of the mausoleum, I think. I think I would have, yeah, I think I would have stayed out. Unless someone said go in, but... I would have expected it to be an alternate point of entry to the mausoleum.
Looks like an ambush.
Oh, hi! Shit. But you know what?
What am I to do?
I've already used the fireball. We can call lightning on literally every single fucking one of them. And we can do the wrath thing. And they are wet. I don't even need to do the wrath thing. What's their health? Yeah, double damage doesn't do anything because they take 40 on destructive wrath. Let's see if double damage can save us the wrath charge. Sure fucking can. One of them's alive? One of them's alive. That said, despite the fact that I just fucking gibbed 5 of them, there are still 8 in the combat. So, you know. Christ. But, she can call that on them next turn. And they're surprised. So we can have her walk over here. Oh, also, we're at the head of the initiative order, I think? Nobody's slower than us? You like doing lightning arrows from atop the cliff? She probably has some. Ice, fire, acid. Don't know that we have lightning. No. Nope, there, 4. I think just a regular sneak attack on this guy, though, because he's half dead. Or we could do an arrow of lightning sneak attack on the one with more health. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Fucking hell. How much was that? That was 61. All right.
A better position.
Survival is all that matters.
For my own survival. Again, I don't think we need to use the haste and the rage.
Can't afford to let up.
Wait, she can call it again now? Oh, because she did the first attack. First means you get another shot. Man.
On I go.
Go as close as you can over to him. Yep. Yep. Whee! One of them actually saved. Nah, let him. It'll be fine. 2 of them lived that one. Thing is, I can just call it again. Oh, one of them lived? One of them lived, because the other injured one's the one over there. Okay. Bugger me.
I'm heating up.
Yeah, me too. Cannot throw at the chief, because we've got these tents in the way. Okay. Maybe just have you toss and kill those 2.
Jimmy on the go.
And we're still interrupted? Not there. Yeah, this is a Shadowheart fight, exactly. You can keep walking. Got it. Still alive. Not for long.
Let's have some fun.
Never a dull moment.
Can't move. Oh, there's one that's fine. Where? Oh, in the house. Never even saw you. Well, tell you what.
Let's not dally.
Arrow of lightning? Maybe. Three HP left. Can we just run up and stab him? No, we can't.
Still on my feet.
On my word. My little trick. Find a route.
Talk to me. Have to keep going.
Yeah, they did not act. That... If this was a fighting game, the announcer would call out, "Perfect!" What did we spend?
My faith protects me.
1 level 3 of Shadow Hearts. That was fun. We didn't spend a rage. I think... Did we spend a cut? No, we didn't spend a cutting
Better
words. We
make
didn't
camp
bother.
soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Oh, come on. I've been saving most of my resources. You're the only one who's used anything. Cool ambush, fish dudes. But it's even funnier because we got all the way over there. Like so at some point, like 2 seconds before Shadowheart just fucking deleted them, the Kuotoas over here looked over to their chief, and their chief made the signal for not yet. This is a good power fantasy game. Like, sure, I could play on Tactician and get challenged, but I don't think that would be nearly as funny. It's the fact that, it seems that they only trigger an ambush on movement, right? Because once you stand still, if you find them and stand still, it just lets you wait out
A step.
until you're ready. At least I assume that's how it is. I can always quick save as soon as I see an ambush because my intention is to stand still for a second and prepare. But I've never actually seen standing still get me caught. Like, it does vary a lot, like, because remember, we were looking at those shadow-cursed vine things, and the first time we saw them, they let us walk all the way into the middle of them, and then they attacked, and so I reloaded, and then they kept attacking earlier. So I think there must be rolls going on as you walk, deciding, do they spring it, do they spring it, do they spring it, do they spring it, until eventually it rolls, yes they do, and then off you go. Lightning Jabber. Why the solid fuck would you be carrying that around? That is dangerous. You live in the fucking water! Don't know that I want it, but... Because, I mean, you know, its most useful fight would have been this one. Oh, this could be for Karlach to ambush throw? I suppose, eh? Because it doesn't return, but it could be her starter. Or she could use it once in any given run. We started over here, yes. Note.
Gone fishing. Catch you later, Ellis.
You'd think the Kuo-toa would have, like, stomped on that or moved it or something over the long time. But, if Dogmeat taught me anything, it's not to question the, logic of item placement in video game ruins. Actually, I really can't be bothered climbing down the vines.
Looking ahead.
Oh. Since you made Lae'zel an Eldritch Knight, they can make anything returning? Ooh. Yeah, I didn't even consider Eldritch Knight for Karlach on account of the fact that, to me, they're the Spell Knight, and Spells and Rage don't play. I assume they make things returning through a spell. Not a spell, but when you forget to activate it and you chuck something and it's just gone. Yeah, that would be unpleasant. I do notice this overworld is a lot more dangerous. Act 1 did have a few encounters, but the wilderness map, as huge as it was pretty friendly. Like, there were gnolls on the field, sure. But the goblins on the field didn't attack you unless you asked for it. There was a couple of intellect devourers at the very beginning, and then there was the scene fight at the start of the Grove. But most of the combat that happened in Act 1 happened in side areas. Until and unless you'd betray one of the camps. And that's in stark contrast to these Shadow-Cursed lands, where, yeah, we're getting ambushed every raw section. There's another one. Anyway, we've been here before. The mausoleum awaits, but there were two things that I kind of wanted to look at first. And we can always come back here pretty quickly with the mausoleum. Fast travel. I'm going to take my break soon, though. And by soon, I mean I'm just going to walk myself to where I want to go before I leave. But yeah, I don't want to forget about the whole Gith-Yankee ambush thing.
One day I'll catch a break.
Do you think it's that way? Possibly in here? The psionic thing went off when I was standing up here. So I'm thinking it's in this area. We'll find out when I come back. But I'm going to eat before I do. Well, yeah, like I said, because we started a bit late, I will go a little late. Possibly not the full hour, but we'll get some extra time in to make up for the wait when the patch had to come through first. So yeah, we'll be back, and we'll still have a decent amount of stream once I get back.
hello.
So I've still got
Didn't wish
most
to
of
live
an
in
hour
more
on my
interesting
usual
times.
schedule, but we'll add a bit to that as well.
Never wanted the easy path.
I won't take the easy road. So... perhaps we want to slink here.
Breathe deep and move.
'Cause yes, I think... somewhere... there's gonna be some Githyanki. We also have... the war camp. I don't know if this is an actual zone or if this is just decoration and we get to like that, because like you can see these, it looks walkable, but I reckon we might get stopped. I don't think we're supposed to go for the war camp, but let's see if I can find Githyanki around here. Aha!
Where Wargaz failed to kill you, I won't make the same mistake.
None of us are surprised because of the detector. Voss's psionic detector has warned you of an imminent Gith attack. You gave +5 bonus to your initiative and advantage on your attack roll. Correct! Okay, good. We could have come in from that way, I suppose. But I wasn't sure where to expect them. Oh, yeah. Well.
No choice but to keep going.
This one will treat properly. This is a... this is a fairly solid fight, is it not? So let's... have the rage and the haste.
Can't give up. Not now.
We could use an ice storm. Or a... upcast call lightning. An upcast call lightning could hit both of these guys. Githyanki war magic. Chitrai Tskaan. Avatar of Vlakith. This is their boss. Can make a weapon attack using a bonus action. Right. What would the ice storm hit? The ice storm would hit all of them. Up here. Would not hit the two down here, but they could be Karlak's job and Astarian's. Can it hit up and down? No. It loses everybody before it starts to take the folks up. This throwing a spell at these three just seems like the best way to deal with the low ground issue. Because, yeah, maybe I should have come in from this side and then I'd be able to sneak up on them. But then, we've had a bunch of good vantage point easy fights lately, so we'll take this one as we found it.
Focus, strike true.
Alright, so both the crossbowmen are on their ass. The boss stayed up. Didn't hurt them a great amount, but knocking two of them down is good. We'll bring a spiritual weapon as well, why not? I like trident. Can I summon it up on them? Yeah. Let's do that. It might get killed. I don't know if it can get killed, but... I can summon it up there as a nice idea.
On I go then.
Oh god, what are you doing? She had to move. I wish it was clearer about when that was going to happen.
I won't give in.
HP, but it resists everything. You get auto crits on prone ones. Can you? You can, but you'd have to walk there. Not bad idea to go up to high ground, though. Wait, can we find that place? Find it. There you are.
No time for mercy.
Let's spill some blood.
Yeah, sneak attack. Let's get
This is
Karlach's
gonna be
throws.
good.
Let's get Karlach's throws done. Oh, where's the bike? There's the bike. May as well just go straight at these warriors. Can definitely kill one and injure the second.
Handy.
That's pretty good. No misses with 4 75% throws. Statistically speaking, one of those should miss. There's a 1 in 4 chance of a miss, and we threw it 4 times, so we were owed a miss there. Let's keep her right down there.
Need to act fast.
Your movement tapped.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
The question is, do we want to just sneak attack this one in front of us? It wants us to go all the way to melee on it? Like, what? Just go with the one that's in front of us. That didn't give you a lot. Can you bite him? Yes, do it.
Mutilate them. Time to move.
What now?
Can't give up.
We're done. Casting Misty Step. Do I want to stop him? I think no, because Misty Step is just movement. I'd rather counterspell a damage. We need 4 or higher. 50. It's a D8 now, isn't it? Yes, it's a D8. It's more than 50% chance of working. Give it a go. Didn't work.
I will take the artifact for my queen.
Form of Dread. Karlach succeed. Fuck. Always with the haste break. Whoa! And this thing can't attack anybody too far away. Karlach has no turn.
Go for the throat.
We still have 4 enemies. Okay. Shadowheart's doing fine. You lost your short bow, but that's okay because you're in melee range. And so is this, which means you get the sneak attack. If you can hit, which you don't. Okay.
Can't even catch my breath.
Shatter these 3, as I say. I don't know that running away does anything. Who is the most hurt? Astarion is. She could probably healing word him, though. I'll healing word myself. Let's do it at level 2.
What should I do?
Can you call lightning? Over here. Yes. We'll just long rest after this. We'll use all the spells. These guys are a lot. Use the wrath. Okay, that's good.
Nothing important is ever easy. Still breathing, despite everything.
With no Karlach, that's how we end up. And she loses her rage as well. God, the haste is annoying. Eldritch Blast on 2 targets. No, we're not going to do that. Come here and die.
That nearly ended me.
But it didn't. That's what's important. And this weapon still cannot hit anybody.
Let's go.
Stand there and threaten them, maybe? For the well, have your turn first. Can't hit them. Probably can from here. I'm gonna long rest after this. You should rage again. Action Surge, I think, is a bonus action, yeah? No. Alright. She could decide it then with this turn. Action Surge just is. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Melee sneak attack on that guy. I'd like to kill him, but I think she's more important. Well, might kill Astarion. I'll do one throw at the warrior. Pretty good.
the dance macabre.
You get your own back on this fucker. Or not. Twice.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
Kill that one, yeah? Or not. Or do. With the offhand.
Ready.
Psionic detector alerted us
Yes.
to the Githyanki attack. Looks like Voss was good for his word.
Yes, he was made to drop it during the fight. Were you, noticing the empty spot?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Good thing wasting the archers first. They like to use diminution oil? Yes! So that sounds like shrinking oil. That doesn't sound like a good thing to put on your weapon. But then I kept reading. Turns your dudes small on hit. And then they spam multi-target arrows. Your first team had to do this fight as a bunch of tiny goons. Okay, it's kind of adorable, to be honest.
How much further can I go?
Oh, I meant to put that in my camp, not... Look, it was a hard fight. Glug. Yeah, the archers were dust pretty quickly. Wonder if Lae'zel would want to talk about that ambush that just happened. Weighs too much for its value, that. Yeah, they got it in their inventory because they didn't use it. Oil of Diminution. Receives a penalty to damage, but targets failing a con save suffer disadvantage on strength and a penalty to melee. That's not awful. And they have, yeah, they have the arrows and many. So if you manage to kill them before they use them on you, you can take them. Hrachnir Bracers. You cast Mage Hand as a bonus action, and you get a level 5 telekinesis spell. Very rare gloves. Telekinesis, throw a creature or object with your mind. Once per turn, you can use it again while concentrating. Well, we'd be concentrating on haste. That's cool, but I don't think it fits us. Boiled Beholder Eye Stalks? God, you're eating rich. If this item detects that the wearer is Gith, they have resistance to psychic damage. I'm not going to pick it up because armor's hit. Well, valuable as shit, actually. Pick it up. Weirdly, Astarion is the only one who can carry it. Well, I can, barely. I'm going to add it to wares to sell because the only Gith who could wear that wouldn't wear medium armor. I mean, you don't have to use haste. Like, evidently haste has its drawbacks. Like, I shouldn't have used haste today. But this chest is in an annoying spot. Time to use the gloves of moving. Yeah, that's it. If we can't get Karlach to jump over there and yeet it back to me, or to Starman, then we can just do that. Indeed. Road to Baldur's Gate. Oh, I get it. This is going to be the pathway to Act 3. Because when you finish with Moonrise, you're going to get rid of this armor, this armada. Maybe. Oh no, it's the fast travel, not... Okay. Fast travel that you have to do a fight for your life in order to access. Let me just quick save. I'm going to walk ahead. Should I rest first? Probably, but... My guess is that I'm going to get stopped here. Tell you what, we'll rest first, just in case. But I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get stopped there. We looted them all. Well, what's in there? Nothing?
Here goes nothing.
Door does open.
But that will fit in my pack.
Mushrooms. I already looked at what? Hey, Lae'zel, met some of your family.
Greetings.
Nothing to say. Shame.
Hey, you.
I mean, we got her, right?
I was hoping you'd say that.
It's been a long day. We nearly died. And hey, if we do it here, everybody's got their own tent to hang out in. Nobody has to stand next to us and awkwardly watch with an Astarian smirk on their face. I forgot about the slate. Do what has been asked of you. Stop the interlopers. Take back what is mine, else your punishment will be severe. By order of Vlakith. I wonder whose job it was to code these.
Greeting.
What did you do at work today? I made a dog chase an owlbear for 5 minutes.
May the darkness protect you.
Ah. Best day of the year, then.
What's on your mind?
Astarian. I'm sorry, you nearly died? Did you see how that Gith tried to shish kebab me and almost succeeded? Oh, 40 out of 40. Bang on. Anyway, unless there's no interruptions, time for the nightly R. Lae'zel wants to speak now, as does Scratch. What has he picked up? So Karlak is late back to her tent.
Soldier?
You're supposed to call me darling now.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in.
I don't know. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Rope? Why would rope make you think of me? I saw a video about how rope is useless in this game, and how, like, that breaks a D&D player's brain because rope is one of the most useful items in the tabletop, and how this guy was trying to apply D&D logic to use of rope in situations and was frustrated that it didn't have a function. Anyway, we don't need rope. Sorry, Scratch. I appreciate that you're looking out for me and getting me things, but unfortunately I am not going to keep an item in my inventory if it doesn't serve a purpose.
It is as we knew.
My people have turned their blades against us.
You needed a
They will
night to
emerge
sleep
from
on
the
that. Huh?
shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
Right, so you didn't actually want a conversation. You just wanted to declare.
Greetings.
Yeah, there are games that will, like, have something like that where... Kind of like, this game does it with the shovel, I believe, because you can't dig up those survival chests if you do not have a shovel in someone's inventory. I think so. Like, I've never dropped the shovel because I think that's the case. And some games will do that where an item that has, like, an overworld function will, I can't think of any single-player games, but I remember when I was a kid, RuneScape was always the one where you had to have the right tool for every fucking thing that you did. And they mixed that with a limited inventory space, so basically the game was just fucking miserable. Like, sorry, you can't start a fire without whatever the hell it was, flint and steel or whatever. You can't chop a tree without an axe. Like, Minecraft shit as well has that, but at least there it's more bearable. Can always count on Gale to have some random herbs sitting in his tent that will refresh the next time I arrive, but for now she'll be pilfered. Alright. What else is needed?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Daylight. Come to think of it. Enchant this, right? Give me the daylight. Then. Can...
Let's move.
She...
There is work to do.
Use that. Obviously she can, that's not... What's... Is that what I have on her? God, she needs a better amulet. Hell, maybe she can keep this. But can I then use it when I want a level 3 spell slot back? On the same day? Can every mage throw this necklace around onto each other?
Can't give up now.
And get their one use a day? Is the long rest tied to the item or to the user? I don't know. But it's a good thing to give to her to offset the daylight. While we're in here. Let's see what happens if we try to go meet the war camp. I think we're going to be told to fuck off.
Wits and blades.
Oh right, what's the other thing she needs to do every day? Shield of Devotion Aid. You've also been upcasting Aid in its actual spell format.
No time to rest. Best be on my way.
Right, yeah, no, it ends. It ends. When it's not gonna... For a second I thought, wow, is it really gonna let us into the war camp? But no, it isn't, is it?
The countless distant silhouettes leave you no doubt. A veritable army swarms the path ahead.
You know, there's a point where bravery becomes stupidity. And walking into that would be very, very stupid.
We need to press on. No, let's not do that. That's very dumb. This is a big ogre, just... we get all the way up to here before it starts. What happens if you go in? Alright, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna load this quick save faster than you can blink if it starts story skipping, but...
A monstrous army looms ahead.
You can? Oh! Well! Yeah, I can't really argue with that. We deserved that.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the
slept at
secret
all?
of the
Have you?
Absolute.
Fair point.
We'll get you to Baldur's Gate, sir. I swear it.
There's a bunch of tieflings and...
Without me, everything will be for naught. The Iron Hand Gnomes must succeed.
Without me, everything will be for naught. This is Sparkus Root's famous friend. Seems a bit up himself. Yeah, they just zoom us to Moonrise. That's fucking amazing. I don't think we're gonna commit to that, though, because I'm not ready to go to Moonrise yet. Also, there's a big-ass hole in the middle of our cell. What happens if we jump down it with Featherfall on?
Well.
I imagine we'll find out when we come here for real. Oh, hang on.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Stop, criminal. You've committed enough crimes to become a fugitive from the law. She didn't get hurt, but she does appear to be in hell. Which is not good for her. She doesn't like it in hell. We're in the... Oh, shit, is this where we... Blue Moon. Blue Moon, I think our past has come back to haunt us. Oh, yeah, also, our gear's gone. Prison's bad.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Prison's bad. They took everything from me? Including the mysterious artifact?
Can't afford to stay idle.
That doesn't seem like it's supposed to happen. They left me the necromancy of Thay, but they took away the... Oh. Well. Scroll down and ye shall find. Like I said, we're gonna undo that. Because I'm not a fool. But that's an interesting choice. I like that there was no scene. It's just continue forward. Yes? Boom! You're in prison, dickhead. It's funny. You expect a game over? I guess they wanted it to be a way in. I mean, I think what that was legitimately a jailing similar to any jailing in any location. Meaning that outside of the prison, there is a chest with your gear that you can reclaim, getting all of your inventory back and your weapons and stuff. And also, yeah, it's why I got that message saying, hey, you're a fugitive from the law. Which makes sense, because Moonrise. Like, of course we're not a fugitive from the law of decent people, but we're not in decent peopletopia, we're in
Swift
Moonrise.
as my feet can carry me.
Okay, so we have the mausoleum, but before that I wanted to look in this statue hole that I put a marker in for. You know how official does that look? Like, custom markers to me in most games look really awkward, but this, you could have told me that I didn't put that there and that was just telling you where it is, then I would have been like, yeah. Yeah, we got the escapologist achievement for breaking out of prison. I assume that didn't show up on screen, but you heard the noise. Because usually Steam overlay stuff doesn't appear on screen. But what else could it have been? So yeah, we've explored that. We haven't explored this house, nor will we for now. The only reason I want to get this statue thing done is just because we skipped over it before, but we did unlock it.
Rythwin House of Healing. Presiding surgeon, Malus Thorm.
Because, yeah, we fought some shadows here. Yeah, so I can say that I've explored there and thereabouts. That works. I believe Gwombush said, be well rested before you enter this place. We have done that. So, Gwombush still doesn't have that achievement because he hasn't been arrested. Well, la-dee freaking da, Mr. Law-abider. Hello?
The curse has no effect here. What is this place?
Sharon Sanctuary. It looks small. Well, that's not true. I've been arrested. I just reloaded out of it. Remember, we got arrested pretty early. We were fucking around in the Grove. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just candles. I'm hoping this is a small area and that the mausoleum...
Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect?
Saving throw, not an acceptance. An untested mind is a dull... Can I look around before I commit to that? And there's a... Oh, there's multiples. Do we do this as us, or do we do this as Shadowheart? What do you reckon?
Anything of use?
Yeah. I suggest Shadowheart does that one. There you go. That one specifically. Okay, it looks like these plaques are the main features, so let's...
I wonder what the next move is.
Let's do this.
Do you accept Shah's test of your intellect?
You are Shah's child. There is no reason to shy away. Not an acceptance. Interesting. Clerics by default get an advantage, but a cleric of Shar. Yes, I was reading about... Because if you play a cleric in this game, and you get it through Shadowheart, but obviously she's stuck with Shar. If you play a cleric in this game, there's like dozens of deities you can pick, and those deities have special dialogue. No, they aren't just cleric, but a cleric of person, and it makes sense because different gods, different teachings, different ways of seeing the world and speaking. So that gives you quite a lot. There's a lot of meat in cleric. However, paladins don't get to choose their deity, which is a lot of people don't like. Apparently, if you multi-class just one level of cleric into your paladin build for role-playing reasons, you can fix that up, pick a deity, and then you can occasionally find paladin of deity dialogue options that are otherwise not going to appear. Things like if you're a paladin when you confront Karlach's paladins of Tyr. If you're a paladin, there's probably something you can say to that paladin, but if you're a paladin and specifically you're also a cleric with a Tyr allegiance, then you get something interesting. That's true, yeah. If I swap to cleric, then we'll pick a god. That's cool. That is cool. But yeah, I reckon if I ever do a paladin run of this game, I will take at least one level of cleric. I might do it as a build, I might just take it for role-playing reasons. But I do not want to play a paladin and not pick a deity. There's also mods that let you do it, let you bypass, but those obviously are always going to be shaky for new patches and things. Realistically, they should just do a patch update where they're like, hey, paladins can now pick a deity if they want. If you don't want to make it required, sure, don't. But let us if we want. Especially because there are paladin of X lines that exist. People also say that if you reclass Shadowheart to paladin, her cleric of Shar lines become paladin of Shar lines. And she doesn't lose them. Which is good. You are Shar's child, there is no reason to shy away.
You feel a small pulse of energy race up your spine, and a strange sensation of acceptance.
If she doesn't have to roll, maybe she can do all of these.
It seems this statue has...
I must keep going.
Do you think yourself wise enough to be granted Shah's blessing?
Bow your head... Oh, because there's a buff. Cool. Bow your head modestly. You are wise if Shar deems so, and ignorant if she deems so.
A warm swell rises through you. Acceptance. You are worthy.
That's why you wanted to be well rested. It's not because there's danger here, it's because there's buffs here that only last a day. Dark Lady's Erudition, +5 bonus to intelligence until your next sleep. +5 bonus to wisdom until your next sleep. I was ready for a fight!
What path lies before me?
God, that looks like a hidden door.
Let's see.
Are you bold of heart and sharp of tongue? Can you turn any and all to the Dark Lady's cause?
50% of those, yeah. Smirk, of course. Need you even say it? +8. Politically class 14. Karlak can cast Warding Bond on me for the +1 to saving throw. I could drink an elixir of heroism for a 1d4. You know what? Why not? Alright. All of the things. Don't fuck up. We didn't fuck up.
Confidence surges through you. You feel like there is nothing you can't do, no one you can't win over. The statue seems to agree and approve.
Ah, now it was a secret door. What was that called? Honing the Darkness. Pass all of Shah's tests in the middle of the cursed town. There's a Shah altar and a ritual dagger of Shah. And we've got little diamonds around us because of the bond. Seven to 13 damage. Is that D4 necrotic part of the weapon or part of something I have?
What a day.
Uh-oh.
An altar to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering. Your blood.
No time to dally.
You can do that. You're the one with Shah poisoning.
An altar to Shah. It appears to seek prey and a blood offering.
Take up the dagger, recite Shar's wisdom, and offer blood from your arm. Oh, yowie, ouch and fuck. Didn't hurt. You would think it would.
No one stopped me yet.
Potion of Angelic Reprieve, Potion of Necrotic Resistance, a Scroll of Flight, and a Scroll of Revivify.
Trust no one.
And a dagger for Starion. Oh. I feel like we'll get cursed. I don't want it.
Is that blood? No. Never mind. On my way.
His weapon is fine. He doesn't need a replacement. But alright, we've been blessed.
Seems simple enough.
Now let's go to a mausoleum. Last thing we need to do in the north half of Wraithwyn. We finish with that. We start exploring the south. We'll cover this bit here. Then go to the Toll House, the Waning Moon. And then Moonrise. We might do art colour before we do all of this, but we'll do the mausoleum next because it's... The dagger normally deals 2 damage, but Shadowheart takes 2 less damage from each hit.
What's hiding here?
So she managed to no-sell the,
Sigils. Attempts to restrain Lady Shah's power, perhaps. Failed attempts.
Those charlatans! See, that is a derogatory that they should use. They should call them charlatans. Let's go to the mausoleum entrance. Time to do the devil's work. Received conditions: glutted catacombs. This area is filled with the bones of the dead. The spell Animate Dead Skeleton does not require a skeleton. That is an entire buff on everybody, just... I thought it was going to be something like, oh, it's... the air is stifling in here, it's hard to breathe, you... No! It is logistic bookkeeping for the necromantically inclined. We got bones for days! I kinda like it, I guess. Right.
I shall carry out General Form's will alone.
You came here every morning just to get another skeleton? Herald of Balthazar.
Not wanted. Not needed. Leave. This place is not for you. Go no farther.
Murray?
The work must not be interrupted. Away!
Murray? Diary of Ketheric Thorm, Volume 1. Is this his 2?
Here lies Melodia Thorm, beloved wife and mother. E Amiel Telere Manon here.
There's a man in here. Right then. Diary of Ketheric Thorm. A journal spanning years, beginning with the birth of a child and ending with what appear to be a series of dateless tragedies. How can she be gone? Where did she go? The Moon Maiden cannot be so unfeeling, so cruel. Not toward her most devoted servant, not after Melodia. It makes no sense, it makes no sense. I won't survive it! That much I know. Forgetting is the only possibility, the embrace of oblivion, the reprieve of nothingness. It would not be possible for a man to survive knowing what he knows. Knowing what can be lost. Shar understands that. Hers is the only mercy I can comprehend. My mind is full of holes, yet not enough. The emptiness. The time. The nothingness. And still I remember. Still I remember it all. There is no mercy in this beating heart. There is no mercy in life at all. Shame that I've never met Ketherick, so I don't know what he sounds like, no. I don't imagine... What?! I mean, we can work with that. This game doesn't have any Americans in it. Like, is he doing an accent? Hand-drawn map shows the Gauntlet of Shar. Its labyrinthine tangle of chambers and passageways stretch across multiple levels, with a vast statue of Shar dominating the central hall. Here and there are asides written in a jagged, spidery hand. Balthazar's exploratory notes. Intact wing, proving grounds? Ruined wing, something present there. Strange sounds reported. Rats, why so many...
There's a temple under this place.
Rats.
And something.
Is this her temple? This could be her temple. Sorry, I cut off his line. Hey.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us.
No reaction yet. Diary Volume 2.
Someone's been engaging in dark rituals here.
Well, presuming that J.K. Simmons does not put an accent on as Ketherick. Diary of Ketherick Thorm, Volume 2. Forgetting evades me in this infinite darkness. Balthazar is my own source of the barest comfort. The thought that perhaps she might be brought back to me. If oblivion can fail, what defense have we against death? None except its mastery. Balthazar's words have never felt more promising. There's a little cupboard in there, but there's nothing to click on. Looking forward to meeting Ketherick now, though. It's that. Jesus. What pot? There were lots of them. That's a bone. There's more bones. That one hadn't been opened. How did you know? Bone sculpture.
Ketheric Thorm's forebears. He defiled their remains to make this effigy. But to what end?
No clue.
Not sure what it means, though.
All of us failed religion today.
Ketheric Thorm's ancestors, desecrated and arranged into foul artworks. But why?
You just don't know his vision, narrator. Melodia would understand if she knew my aim. She too, I believe, would have turned to Merkel under such conditions as these. Our darling will live again. What kind of man would I be if I didn't raise the world entire for her sake?
What a day. Let's crack it open.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Vivacious Cloak. 8 temp hit points after casting a spell from melee. She doesn't have a cloak yet. She's already got enough temp hit points, but she's the only one without a cloak yet, so on it goes.
Let's get going. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
So many locations have nothing in their pots, so the ones that do stick in your head. Oh, I don't want to sit on the bone chair! Jesus Christ! A small note is squeezed onto the margins of a tome detailing necromantic rites. General Thorm's orders were clear. In order to find what lies beyond this mausoleum, one must walk in his own footsteps, deed by deed. From splendor to tragedy to infamy, as he put it. Balthazar.
What's that?
Well, it just says B, but if that's not Balthazar, I'll eat whatever's in this fucking chest. So I would be eating 76 gold coins, a bronze chalice, an onyx gem, an elixir of sea invisibility, and an elixir of viciousness. Glass and all. Well. Couldn't possibly be the guy who has a herald telling us to stay out.
Ketheric Thorm's ancestors, desecrated and arranged into foul artworks. But why?
An open
There's
tomb.
more to this place.
Empty.
I'm sure of it.
Not ominous
Maybe
in the
Shah's presence
slightest.
is near.
Why does Karlak roll a critical fail perception check and the rest of us don't?
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Cool. Where? Oh. Russia!
Traps. How considerate.
No doubt that gargoyle head only goes off if you walk on the plate, but... Are we disarming that, or are we smashing it to bits? Smashing it to bits, understood.
So that's progress.
We have buttons. Right, okay, this will be the puzzle on how to open the way forward.
Susun Elg Oloth.
We're looking for Splendor. Oh, stop.
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Keep a blade close.
Disarmed traps. My lucky day. Unless something terrifying already tripped them.
What to do?
So the one time that they're both fucking idiots and just walk onto the train.
Breathe deep and move. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Oh, that's me. Oh, still made it.
What now? All's well that
B
ends.
has already been through here, so the entire place is safe.
Trap.
Light on my feet.
So every trap in this area does nothing to you. And it's entirely just a piece of storytelling. That's very good. You don't get EXP for disarming, so I'll move on with my life, but we have General?
Whoever that elf is, he's got an army of Shah worshippers at his command.
We have Moonrise.
What is this bright tower? Strange.
We have Grief.
Looks like that elf lost someone dear to him.
Now I need to check again the order. I know that Despair was second, but I don't remember what was first, what was third. From splendor to tragedy to infamy. I'm gonna say Splendor is the tower.
What is this bright tower? Strange.
Tragedy is the clearest. Do you come to the mausoleum after you've been to Moonrise Towers? Why? Really? Why? Wouldn't you go to Moonrise last? First game, you were like me. Second run, you very...
Whoever that elf is...
You very deliberately did... Well, we'll still do this. This seems bigger than... bigger than I was perhaps expecting.
That disc must be the way forward.
Where will it bring us, though?
That's curious.
Like, generally speaking, when I go through a game the first time and the game has an option, has an open order, like it gives you a bunch of places you can go, I try to calculate the most important place and go there last. Yeah. Basically, it doesn't matter so long as when the game gives you when the game gives you a warning, like it did at the Grim Forge lift and the Mountain Pass entrance and the Mountain Pass exit. Basically do everything before entering any of those places. Like I did. You know, we did all the Underdark before we did Mountain Pass. Why? Because it told me to. It doesn't matter. But I, even with that, try to second guess and like figure out where I think those markers are going to be. So like in this case, you know, we absolutely have to go to Moonrise Towers, right? Our main objective is to go to Moonrise Towers. So we're not going to go there until we've done everything else we can do. Even though this is a game where I could go to Moonrise Tower straight away and then still do all the optional things. Other games aren't like that. Other games, your main objective place needs to be the last place you go, or else side objectives get thrown away. So I'm used to playing games this way on my first way through. But certainly on a replay I would come here after. Same as how, like, on a replay I would go straight to the Goblin Camp and do all that. Because in the end, now that I know how Act 1 works, the Goblin Camp, not that high level of an area in the end. Sure, it can be if you slaughter the whole thing, but you could still go there. Or hell, you could go there, explore it, talk to everybody, and then get the returning pike real quick, and then go do other things and come back for the leaders later. Do we still have to help Halsin? Yeah, we haven't done art color. My intent was to do the art color quest after I finished with the mausoleum. You think the intended way to do Wraithlands is go to Moonrise, then head north through everything ending here, but I tend to go through everything besides the mausoleum, then Moonrise, then the mausoleum. So I'm doing the opposite of what they anticipated. I can't imagine why anybody would go to Moonrise first. That's weird. But then again, like, you know, the Goblin Camp you could absolutely go to first. Same thing. It's like, I guess Moonrise is the evil camp, like the Goblin Camp. And just like I did in Act 1, I'm going to the evil camp last, when I could make it a part of my journey straight away. Still. That's how you ended up in Deep Shadow without any pixie blessings. Yeah, that's bad. You avoided Moonrise as long as you possibly could. I'm doing the same, but not because I expect hostilities. I expect Moonrise will be full of, I expect Moonrise will be similar to the Goblin Camp, because our whole quest is to infiltrate, not get attacked, you know? It's probably a whole vibrant area with a bunch of stuff. Presumably I'll run into Minthara there as well. So yeah, if I was super keen to see Minthara again, I would go there earlier. Anyway, yeah, helping Halsin with art color is to be done before we start heading south. But I'm at least going to go through here and see what's on the other side. Unless something makes me think, ooh, I don't want to do this yet, like it being too high level or something, but considering how much we smash everything we come across, I don't think so. This area is probably a good use of our blessings on myself. Because that's the thing, like I got a bunch of blessings on Shadowheart. If I go find Minthara... Whereas this is Shar stuff, so this is probably a personal quest. If this is the Shar Temple, and I think it is... Yeah, Gauntlet of Shar. Oh, the Night Song! We found an abandoned temple of Shar under the Thorn Mausoleum. The Night Song must be found within. Ah. See, I just thought this was an out-of-the-way Raphael side quest, but this is quite important.
The Gauntlet of Shar. I can't believe it. I can't believe we found the Dark Lady's sacred crucible.
Tell me what you know of the place.
The Gauntlet of Shar is no ordinary temple. It is the highest test of the Dark Lady's faithful, to judge if they are worthy of becoming a Dark Justiciar. The Gauntlet has double meaning. It speaks of the ordeals to be overcome, and of the armor-clad fist of Lady Shar that would embrace the worthy. Survive the crushing gauntlet, and be embraced by the Night Singer at its very core. The old ways were lost over time. Now some claim the rank simply by killing a single Selûnite. But before, they were a true elite. Many would attempt the trials, but few would succeed. Fine. What's on your mind?
Oh, that's my custom marker. Well... Looking at the time... It's a pretty large area. I probably... I mean, not that I can really tell from here, but I imagine this is a proper fully dungeon if it's a Shar temple. Rather than stop a few rooms in, I should probably quit now. The gauntlet is very big. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If I can't back out for whatever, I assume I can. We got the quick save before we went down. I might well just go through and do this before I go to Moonrise or anything. I might not. I might come back next Tuesday and be like, alright, we know that this is here, we can do it when we want. Let's, rather than committing to a huge thing, let's explore more smaller areas first. Because, yeah, evidently this is larger than I expected, which is fine. But I have a few days to decide which way I want to pull that, so... Yeah, when we come back on Tuesday, we might go back to Last Light and do art color, or we might carry on right where we are. But I think... Yeah, I did an extra half hour to make up for, having to start late because of the patch, but I think that's enough and I shouldn't push further right now. So, tomorrow and Sunday, Ace Attorney Investigations. There's, 5 chapters left. As in 5 to be continued, well, 4 to be continueds and then the end. So over 2 streams, my goal would be to finish this game. I do not think I need 2 full 6-hour streams to do that. I don't have anything on tomorrow because I do not see my girlfriend tomorrow night like I normally do on Saturday nights because she's not seeing it tomorrow. She's seeing it the next day, but she's got a big day on Sunday. She is seeing Taylor Swift in concert with several friends and her sister, so... This week and next week I don't see her because the friends that have come in, they're then going away together for the following weekend. So yeah, we have extra time, but I don't know that we'll fully need 12 hours to finish it. So I'd probably aim to do 3 chapters tomorrow and 2 on Sunday, and then the finish times are whatever they are. But yeah, the goal would be to play the rest of that game this weekend, and then next weekend we'd take a look at starting something new. Right. Fare thee well, everybody.